She tried to be the bride at my wedding. Okay, so buckle up, because this whole saga still feels like a fever dream with a side of emotional turbulence. When Jake proposed, I genuinely thought my biggest worry was going to be like table linens, or whether we'd offend Aunt Linda by picking a Saturday during her dog's birthday week or something. Turns out, the real boss battle was his mother, Carol, aka the 1994 bride who never truly retired. This woman cried when we announced our engagement, and not like sweet happy tears. No, she went full Oscar bait sobbing about my baby boy while clutching her chest. Within minutes, she had whipped out her wedding album like an MLM pitch book and kept repeating, "This was the perfect wedding. They don't do it like this anymore." Like, ma'am, it's been 30 years and hairstyles have moved on. Let go. Her obsession with her old wedding dress should have been my first clue. This thing lived in a temperature-controlled closet like it was a holy relic. She talked about it to strangers the way some people talk about their grandchildren. Harmless, I thought. Nostalgic, kinda weird, but harmless. Then she invited herself dress shopping. Every dress I came out in, she critiqued like she was judging an amateur sewing competition. Too plain, too flashy, too white, too not white enough, too tight, too modern, too not her dress from 1994. When I finally stepped out in the dress, my dress, everyone else got emotional. Carol gave me the same expression you give a clearance rug at Walmart. Then she pulled out her wedding photos again to show the consultant, like she expected them to custom print a time machine. From there, everything became the Carol show. Cake tasting? She reminded the staff her cake had a fountain. Venue touring? Ours was fine, but of course nothing beats the country club. Centerpieces? Hers were more elegant. It was like planning a wedding in the shadow of a ghost bride who never got the hint she's supposed to move on. Jake kept saying she was just excited. I kept saying she was just exhausting. Fast forward to the incident, Tem. She used her spare key to borrow my dress while I was at work. I came home to find it laid out on my bed like a crime scene. Makeup on the neckline, deodorant on the lining, the zipper half undone. And the best part? That night at dinner, she accidentally scrolled past mirror selfies of herself wearing my dress like she was prepping for a reboot of her own wedding. Jake confronted her. She cried instantly, like she had a button she could press. I just wanted to remember what it felt like to be a bride again. I swear I felt my soul leave my body. But then came the rehearsal dinner, where she grabbed a microphone, God knows why anyone let her have one, and announced she'd be wearing my dress beside the priest during the ceremony, as a symbol of marriage continuity. I have never heard silence hit a room that hard. Even the fork stopped moving. I shut it down. Jake shut it down. Even his quiet, conflict-avoidant dad stood up and told her to shut up in front of everyone. She stormed out. I thought that was the end. Reader? It was not. Wedding day arrives. My cousin is stationed outside my dressing room like Secret Service, and my bridesmaid bursts in like she's announcing a wildfire. She's in white, and oh, she was. Full-on bridal ball gown, tulle, train, sparkles, basically a Disney princess on steroids. She planted herself at the church entrance, greeting people like she was the one walking down the aisle. My dad threatened to cancel the whole wedding if she didn't change. Jake confronted her in front of the guests. She performed another crying monologue about feeling included. Finally, Aunt Margie dragged her into a side room and gave her the verbal exorcism she clearly needed. 15 minutes later, Carol emerged mascara-streaked, defeated, and escorted home to change. She came back in navy. The ceremony started an hour late, and yes, she sat in the front row and loud sobbed through the entire thing. But we still did it. We still said our vows. And when I kissed Jake, I genuinely thought, we survived Carol. If we can do that, we can survive anything. Click the full story to see what happened next.